Okay, so we're back with my uncle's tank. We're checking out the hanger. Now, we've been having an issue here. I've been checking the water, I've been doing water changes, trying to take care of this thing. And when we first tested it, we were getting like 160 parts per million nitrate. Then we retested, we thought maybe it came down to 80, maybe 40. So all in all, we've done a 20% water change, a 50% water change, 2 more 20% water changes. So I was really hoping today we would be down, and we're not. We're still getting red. So I think the issue is if we were just off the charts high. So we're going to keep trying to take it down. The fish seem to be doing good. The plan is we want to install something to make it a little easier to drain the water. All right, so here we are. We're at the back of the fish tank. I'm going to start a little siphon here. So this is how we've been doing the water changes. You know, this is a big tank. This is 125 gallons. It's 6 feet long, and we'd have to do 12 of these buckets to do a 20% water change. So that's how we've been doing this. I took 50% out of this tank, 1 bucket at a time. So that's what we're going to try and fix today. So we got 1 bucket filling up there. This is where we're going to drain the water now. This is an old pipe that used to be connected to a sink. It's currently not hooked up to anything. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut this and install a new drain right here. That way we can siphon right from the tank straight into the pipe.
We're going to cut this thing, put this on dry, and we'll pour water in here and just make sure it's draining.
Yep.
Before we glue everything all up.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
It's not the greatest angle here.
You want me to hold some?
I don't think you need to hold it, but this stuff cuts pretty easy.
Yeah.
And I know this is I've probably had this blade on here for 30 years.
Yeah, PVC is easy enough.
Yeah, cuts easy.
Okay, so now we did a little test fit here. We have cut the pipe, we put an elbow on, another pipe, and a little adjuster here. So we're going to empty 1 bucket of water and just make sure this doesn't overflow or the valve messes up or something. So here we go. A moment of truth, here we go. We got a little dripping, but nothing's glued yet, so that's good. I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop, but
And the main thing is it doesn't appear to be backing up.
right.
So this is going to work.
Yeah, that's not going very far before it hits that valve, so that's good. This is good.
Clear cement. Oh, I thought one of these was cleaner, but I guess not. They're both cement. Okay.
Just to make sure you get a good bond.
I use this stuff every 10 years and I end up with 2 containers of it.
I have stuff at home that's purple.
I think that stuff might actually be good because you know where you're putting it on.
Right.
Ah, shit, I didn't want to spill that.
Yeah, so for people that haven't worked with PVC before, the idea is you put this on. It's kind of like a solvent. It melts the plastic together, and then once it dries, it sticks. You're never going to get it apart.
This isn't going to take long. After a few minutes, you'll never pull this apart. So if you're doing this, you got to make sure your cuts and your angles are right. This isn't what we're doing very important.
Yeah, this is kind of for a low pressure system.
That was about 15 seconds, and this, you're never going to move again, ever. Till we're all dead.
Yep.
And the earth has been reclaimed by nature. This will be bonded. Okay.
Now we're going to stick our elbow on there. Now, the important thing to note here is we're not going to glue the part. that goes right onto here just yet. We want to get everything else glued and set up so we can get the angle just right, and then the last thing we'll do is put some glue here and stick it on.
So this one's going here, right, Tyler?
Yep.
Okay, give that a few seconds. It's kind of you want to make some straight cuts because you could put this in an angle that's just a degree or two will put you off.
Right.
Okay.
It'll look like a Tim Burton movie.
It's going to go like that. We'll glue that, and then we should be good.
Yep.
I should be cleaning this.
Yeah, that's just making sure there's no burrs on there. I mean, that cut's pretty good. We have this other cut here. For reference, I was looking at it in the garbage. But I suppose that's when you guys were cutting it out. So
yeah, that's when
it's a
we
lot
just were
rougher.
Doing the demolition of the old bar. So we do have some glue leaking in there, which isn't a problem other than we want to
Have it dry
do
before
a test run
Right.
of this system.
So our main component is made here. That's basically what we're going to do, just to have a tube for the tube to sit in and drain into this drain. Yeah, it looks pretty huge to me. So something we were just talking about, we're not going to glue this piece on yet because I saw they have a piece that kind of screws in. So if he's ever concerned about getting water backing up in here, we can always swap that out for one that screws on.
This is almost hard to get off when it's not glued. Once we glue it, that's it.
Yep.
All right, I don't really see any glue in there, so I think we're good.
Yep.
All right, does that look pretty straight?
Yeah. All right, so we have the siphon going. You can see the python there. We got it feeding right into our little drain here, but you said you saw a leak?
So a little bit of, maybe that was just splash from when you started the siphon.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this here. But yeah, so far it's going good. We even went through, if you're going to do this in your own home, we went and took some tape and we just kind of marked off every 10 gallons just so we have a rough idea of how much volume we're taking out. Now, yes, I know what you're going to say in the comments. This tube is going all the way down. If we just walked away and left it, the whole 125 gallons would drain out. But we have something we're going to work on for that. But right now we're just checking to make sure that this is working and there's no catastrophic failures. And I think it's a success.
I think so too, sure.